everyone, welcome back to Stitches and Bits. Today is New Start Day once again, and the new start I have for you today is not anything like we've kind of been doing, but it's one that I really wanted to do, so I'm going to do it, especially as we're kind of in that period of winter where the weeks can feel a little long and there's not as much going on. So hopefully this will give me the opportunity to focus on this one and get it done. But it is another Etsy project that I found. And so typically, unless they are kits that you order or it's a more traditional designer, where they create physical patterns that you would buy like at a store. A lot of the Etsy stores are, they design their own, and so they're often PDF files that you get. I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but in case you weren't aware, a lot of them don't ship you anything. It's a PDF download, and that's the case here. So what I have is just the printout, and once again, my printer doesn't have color ink right now, so doing the best we can with what we have, but I'll explain what you get and show you kind of what I have here. So first of all, let's look at the picture. And this is called, has a couple different names, so I'll refer to it as Little Dreamer because that is the name that is on the chart. So, but on the website it's called Baby Girl, which I guess not wrong, but and because it's a very sunny day and I have a glare, I'm going to take the camera and bring it down to show you this because the picture I have is on my tablet here. So get ready for a ride. Here we go. Try to get it without the glare too bad. So yeah, it's like a little girl, and it looks like she's sitting like on a tree stump and looking at the moon and holding the tiniest little sweetest unicorn toy. So that's the project. And so what you get for the download is you get two files. One is color and one is black and white. Otherwise, they're the same. It's just the key with the instructions and then the pattern. So the first thing we'll look at is the key. So again, with the glare, hopefully we can kind of get an idea. So first of all, she has the key here. And then over here, it's really nice. What she lists is the thread consumption. So it has every color that you'll need and approximately how much you can anticipate to use. So she'll say, like, for a couple of the colors, you'll need 2 skeins. And then she tells in meters about how much of each one. So even if it says, like, oh, I only need 1 skein, but I'm using 1.1 meters of that, you can think, oh, well, I don't necessarily have a lot of that color left, so I'll go ahead and grab another. Really good for helping you set up and prepare for doing this pattern. I thought that was a very clever thing she added. And then it also explains how to read the pattern, like what she wants you to do as far as your stitches, half stitches and quarter stitches, which is really nice to have it so clearly labeled. Because sometimes you kind of wonder, like, what do they want me to do on this one? Because different designers have a different idea. And then the pattern, it looks like it's a lot bigger. Like when I printed this, it was 13 pages just for the black and white. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's really big. Well, so one page was the key, and then the pattern is actually 6 pages. But what they did is they broke it out, so 6 pages are just the pattern, and it's quite large, so it's easy to read. It probably could be smaller, but you know, it's fine. And again, easy enough to read, and because you print it, you can, you know, highlight as you work your way through and mark it off if you wanted. The other 6 pages are the same pattern, but it includes the back stitching, which is, again, because I don't have color ink, it's really hard to see on mine, but you can see where the lines are on this pattern. So yeah, I guess you could just work off the one with the back stitching, or work off the one without it and then reference the back stitching when you get done with all the stitches. It gives you the option. Now, the other file is exactly the same, but it's color. So your pattern is, it still has the icons, but it also has a color. So rather than just being black and white. Personally, if I was using a tablet and reading the pattern off of it, it might make sense to use the color one. That might make it a little easier, but because I tend to print and then put it on a clipboard, I just go with the black and white. So that's what you get with it when you order it. And oh, I should also note, the store is Anna Stitch Design, and she has some really cute stuff, so definitely check out her shop, and I will link her shop below for you. But this one in particular, it's 151 by 151 stitches, and she put on the pattern that for Ada 14 count, the finished product is 10.8 inches by 10.8 inches. Now, I'm doing it, because I always end up doing a smaller one, on a 32 count Laguna fabric, and so our finished product is going to be 9.5 inch, which I think is probably perfect. I like that size. That seems like a good size. And she also had stitched it on white, but this is one of them that I did decide to do a different color fabric. So I got, it's, like I said, it's 32 count Laguna, and the color is called Sprite. And it might be hard to see, especially now that the sun is shining so bright, but it is kind of a pink, purpley lavender pink color. And it looks like, you know, and let's see if I move this over here a little bit. So I think this will be really pretty. I think that the sort of pastel look of it and sort of this almost tie-dye sort of feel, or sort of look, will play well with the pattern and sort of the theme of the pattern being kind of a night scene. So I'm hoping that'll work out for us. So there are quite a few colors. She lists that there's 58, which seems like a lot to me for, is, you know, because it's not really all that big, but maybe it'll be fine. You know, maybe some of the colors you're not using as much, or I don't know. We'll see. But here they all are. So you get kind of a mix here. Lots of greens, purples, and pinks, blues. Yeah, I think it'll, you know, really pretty colors. I think that they all play well together. So I think that will look really nice, and especially with our pinkish lavender fabric. And hopefully, I don't know, I don't have any idea how long this might take. The only thing I will say is that of the stitched area, it is all stitched. there's not any blank spaces. So yeah, we'll see. But that is the next project. And so this one, because it will likely take a little longer, I'll probably post some updates as we go along and let you know how it's going, and yeah, what I think as I work my way through this one. So also, just in case any of you are interested, she does have also the little boy. If you like this pattern but you're like, oh, I wish it was a boy, like I know someone who's has a little boy that I would love to do this for or something, she does have a little boy version, and that one's really sweet too. So who knows, maybe I'll end up doing the set someday, but for now we're gonna do this one just because. I don't know, I really love the whole looking out on at the moon, and I don't know, it's just something very sweet and innocent about it that kind of spoke to me. So that's what we're gonna do. Little Dreamer, the little girl Little Dreamer, by Anna Stitch Design on Etsy. And as always, let me know what you think. Comments, questions, tell me what you're working on. I really want to know. I'm curious, you know, I love seeing new patterns, so if there's something else on Etsy that you've seen that you are really in love with, share it with me. Who knows? We might pick that up sometime and do that as well. So anyways, thanks for stopping by and checking in, and I look forward to sharing our first update with you soon. All right.